Yeah, I just want to share this repository for those who want to refer or maybe want to copy the code straight as we explain what's happening. Let me quickly push this. Done with week 4. Git push origin master. Okay, let me share this link with you for those who want to follow along. GitHub, so you guys can follow along. Yeah, there we have the repo. There we have the repo. But before we start, how many tried using the AI tool that I shared in the morning session for creating a simple portfolio website? How many tried it? That is was using of the AI tool that I shared with you. How many tried? Yeah, you did. You did. What AI tool? Yeah, there's an AI tool that I shared in the morning session for creating a simple. It's called Lovable.dev. It's an AI tool called Lovable.dev where you just this is a more improved version of I don't know. It's incredible. You'll find out. You'll find out. So I created a short video for you guys to check it out. I created a short video. This video, I created this one here. Actually, you can create. Do you know that it's not a story? It's not a story. It's something real. Do you know that you can create like for example, a whole portfolio website in less than 10 minutes? I've shared. I've Kevin. I'm not lying. Trust you, me. I'm not lying. We can use it for hackathon. Who cares? Who cares? You can use it. You can use it. It's not limited. All these tools are here for us to be productive and to be creative. I'm not lying. Or maybe before we start the Python session, that's the good thing with the evening session. We have so many tips. I just want to create a whole working website with just one prompt, less than 5 minutes. So so you can check out that video. Someone, you can just click that video. So just check how fast I'm going to create this. Create. It's just a prompt, a simple landing page for my learning institution, for my learning, for my software dev learning institution. Create a simple landing page for my software development courses uh, Let me just refresh my prompt. Create a simple landing page for my software development courses platform. Make the website, for example, using React, JS, and Tailwind CSS. I just want you to see how fast this thing is. Okay, I just created a prompt, but I want you to see how fast this thing is. So press enter. In a count, we'll see less than 3-5 minutes. Spinning up everything, spinning up the preview. There we go, it's creating. Let's see. It's doing its thing. And you tell me how this incredible this thing is. Anyway, we are here to start the Python session. For those who are wondering, I'm just sharing some few tips on software development. It's working on the next page. Let's see. Actually, this will be less than 5 minutes. Download Glovo order from the best restaurants yesterday. Discover something new. Glovo order anything within 9 minutes. So let's play some music as we wait for it to create. And I want you to see how fast it is. There we go. It's finishing up. Preview. Wait. Preview. Uh, just logged some errors. Try to fix. So it's just a build problem. It's just the build problem. The build. Let's see. I'll fix the problem. Solving itself. Let's see if we still get the error. Boom, there you go. Tell me what is this? How crazy is this thing? Tell me how crazy is this thing? Open a preview tab. Let's see if it opens the preview tab. See how crazy this thing is. A website in just how many minutes? So how am I lying? How am I lying? And you can actually connect to GitHub. Just click here, transfer project to GitHub. Then, of course, if it's your first time, it will request you to connect to GitHub. So I'll just click that to select. Yeah, there we go. If I want to copy that link, I can copy that link. And you guys tell me how crazy this thing is. Let me share this on the chat. This repository right there. Go to that repository. Crazy. It's crazy. This thing is crazy, guys, man. Though it's private, so let me just change it to public for you to preview so that you won't say I'm lying, guys. So let me change this to public. So let me authenticate this 523 714. Now it's public. You can access that link and tell me how crazy that thing is. You can chat your comments on the chat and tell me. Less than 10 minutes, we had a portfolio website. So, what are you talking about, man? It's very crazy, Cynthia. Yeah, of course. Is the website responsive? Damn, yeah, man. This website is responsive. Let's see. See, see how crazy that thing is. See, crazy, crazy, crazy. See, it's fully responsive. Just see, adding all these crazy images with all these animations, with all these kind of things. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, let's continue with our Python session. Sherry, if you have spent all the day coding from scratch, yet we had something here. Yay! I've broken your heart. Wow. I can see someone has already created their own Netlify something here. God wills. See how crazy God wills. You guys have crazy builds. Check all these builds. That's wild. Of course, yeah, it's wild. Is it free? Of course, yeah. Damn, yeah. It's free. AI won't, of course, AI won't replace devs because you can't just take anyone from college and then tell them to create all these things. They can't do that. Anyone from just a random stranger can't use AI to do this. So we are not going to be replaced. We just have to know how best to use uh, AI. Can it use just HTML and CSS? Yeah. Remember, AI is how you prompt it. If you prompt it smart, then definitely it's going to give you whatever. It's going to create you whatever you want. Can I use it for my business? Now you have to be creative and know how to. You have to be creative and know how to use AI to make your business. Anyway, enough of that discussion. So I'll close the chat a little bit. Anyway, I shared the video. I shared the video in case you want to check it out. I shared that video. You can check it out. You can check it out, you guys. You can check it out. Crazy, it's crazy. Anyway, so I want us to take the shortest time to talk about file operations in Python. So we are going to see what are files and what are file operations in Python and how you can do file operations in Python and what are file operations in Python. So basically that's what we are going to cover today. So basically that's what we are going to cover today, you guys. So don't worry, don't worry. Oops, sorry. I think the screen dropped. The screen dropped. The screen dropped. It's okay. Thank you. Okay, and I hope you guys can see my screen. So let's try to keep the chat as clean as possible. I've opened the chat, so let's try to make it as clean as possible. Thank you, Naima. Okay, so um, of course, by the end of the session, I'm going to share another tip, another tool. You guys should enjoy these tools. So, what is file handling in Python? File handling is the ability to perform various operations on files. So file handling is the ability to perform various operations on files. You can perform operations in files such as reading files or reading from a file, writing a file, or deleting files. And what are files? From what we know, when I tell you, kindly send me that file, I'm requesting for either an image, I'm requesting you for a PDF, I'm requesting you for a Word document, I'm also requesting for a spreadsheet. You see? So normally if I am asking about, kindly share with me the file, I'm requesting such kind of file. And that's exactly what we are talking about when we say file handling with Python. So we use Python to know how to handle images, to know how to handle text documents, to know how to handle PDFs. So that's what we mean by file handling. So what can we do to a file? If you have a PDF, one thing that you can do is basically read a file. Okay? If you can read a file, that means also you can write a file. You can edit or you can delete a file. So those are some of the operations that you can do to a file according to this statement. Okay? So file handling in Python allows you to open files, and you open files in different modes. We are going to see the modes in which we open the files. File handling helps you or allows you to read and write data inside the file. File handling in Python also allows you to close files and also delete files and do all those kind of things. So in Python, we have inbuilt or built-in open function. We have the open function in Python, in which it's the main thing here, or it's at the heart of this process, or it is in the center of everything when it comes to file handling. Why do we say the word open or this open function? It's at the center of every process. Generally, in our normal lives, just normal things. Like, of course, we are working with files. Can you read a file without opening the file? No, of course, you can't read a file without opening the file. Can you write on a file or on a book without opening that book in a specific page? Of course, no. You have to open the book. Can you edit some content inside the book or inside the file without first having to open the file? Of course, no. So what is the main factor here? What is the common factor here? Is the open. So the open function, it's at the center of everything when it comes to file handling in Python. So I just want us to, maybe we can insist on this until you get this, until now you understand this is at the core center, or it's at the center of everything. Now, working with files will just be like boom, it's just like a press of a button and everything will work smoothly. So, let's see some of the file operations that you can perform in Python. So some operations that you can perform in files are like opening a file. Of course, we open a file for us to continue doing other activities. So we have the syntax of how to open a file. Of course, we use the open function. Then of course, we use the open function. Then after we open the function, then inside it, we open the file name, then the mod. Okay, we are going to see what are mods. So what is the file name? The file name is basically the name of the file. The name of the file. Any name can be the name of the file. Then we have the mod. Now, what is mod in this case? The mod that you want to open the file with. When you see the examples, you're going to understand what are mods in this case. So what are the mods that we are talking about? We are talking about read, R for read, read mode, or used to reading files. We are going to explain further so that we get it. So we have another mode that is the write mode. The write mode creates a new file or overwrites an existing file. We have the A or the append mode. So this is the append mode. A stands for the append mode. So adds a new content without deleting existing data. Then we have the read binary and write binary. So this is basically used for non-text files like images, videos, all those are the non-text files. So we are talking about this. We are talking about these mods. Now we understand what mods are. Mods is just now, for example, I want to open a file. Mod can be, in this case, we can take the mod as the purpose of opening the file. So I'm opening the file with the intentions to read. So that is the mod. I'm opening a file with intentions to read. So that's what we are talking about, the mods. So I'm opening the file in read mode. Only open a file in read mode. When I open a file in write mode, that means I'm opening the file with intentions to write on that file, to edit that file, or to do whatever I want to do with that file, as long as it's in write mode. With the append mode, that means I'm opening this file with intentions to add some more content on that particular file. So those are the mods that are the basic mods that we have in Python. So we have an example right here in which we are going to write, and we are going to see this example. So I just want us to go straight and write some code that we had and try to explain how that code really works. Let me see. Ignore all these files. I'm trying to get the correct open files. Open file. For those who did not join the morning, the afternoon session, so this is how we do it. For example, I want to open a file, and where am I opening this file from? Of course, I'm opening the file from my computer. So I'm opening a file from I'm opening a file from my computer. So I'll create a function, not a function, but a variable called file is equal to the open function that we said remains constant. I can't access a file without opening it. So over here, I'm going to pass the file name. Then I'm going to pass comma the mode. So here we are going to add the file name. Then here I'm going to add the mode. So here, let's assume, for example, I wanted to open this example.txt file. See this example.txt file. So I'm just going to write example.txt. That is the file that I want to open. Then over here, I'm going to open it in R, in read mode, with intentions to read. Then, of course, now I can pass the data right here, the data inside that file, and the data inside this file is any text content that will be here. So this is the text content that will be basically here. So I pass the data as the file dot read. Now someone might ask, but we have opened the file in read mode. Why am I still going to add this function here? Okay, let me explain. Let me try to make it simple. This is the file. Okay, I'm opening this file in read mode, with intentions to read. Okay, but in reality, according to this program, have I read this file? No. So now we can do file dot read. Do the action of reading in simple terms. Now do the action for reading. So we file dot read. Now here we can now print the data from that file. So what is the goal here? We opened a file called example.txt in read mode. Then we read the data inside that file. Then we printed out the data right here. So basically, that's it for the reading of these files. So once I try to run my code, you can see we have all the text right here. So what have we done? We have gone to this file example, opened that file in read mode, then did the actual reading of the file. Now we have the data, then print out the data from this file. It's as simple as that. You lost me, guys. Is my audio still okay? Yes, the audio is fine. We are going to use a different example. We are going to use as many examples as we can. Yeah, I can see all these errors. I can see all these errors you guys are pasting on the I can see all these errors. I can see. So let me explain again and create this kind of error you guys are getting. I will intentionally get that error. So this is how it's done. Let me explain the read mode first before we go to that error. Open is constant. You need to open a file. That will be remaining constant, or that will remain constant. That file, I want to open it in the read mode with intentions. Let me just read the read mode as intentions, with intentions to read. So that we are opening it in read mode. Okay? If we open it in read mode, then we do, remember this is just a variable that we assigned to this particular value here. So we do data file dot read. This read, again, it's an inbuilt function. It's not our own thing that we have just created from the blues. This read into brackets, these brackets, it's a built-in function that comes or that has been created by Python just for us to use. So after we open the file in read mode, now we read the content inside that file. Now we can print out the content in that particular file. So basically that's how this thing is structured. So basically that's how it is structured. Where did you get the files? Where did you get the files? Actually, the files, there's nothing new. There's nothing new. So creating these files is very simple. I just created a simple file. I just created a simple file like file.txt, just like that. File.txt, then added some blah 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 content inside this file. That's how I just created, or I came up with this file. There's nothing crazy. That's how I just came up with this particular file. So let me delete some few unnecessary files here. No, I don't need to delete them. So yeah, for those who are getting that error, I know you're wondering how can we fix that. For those who are getting that error, so what you are getting, let me zoom out. So the error that you are getting I know that you are trying to run your code just like mine. Click the run, then you are getting the error right here. And just a minute. So let me exit all these terminals. We have so many. Exit. Eh, oops. Okay. Let me show you. Now you guys are trying to run your code just like this, and maybe you are getting a similar error just like mine. So in case your files are structured like mine, just come here before the file, then add week 4. Of course, this one will read the folder that I'm in. To read the folder that I'm in, week 4, slash the name of the file, Then if I try to run my code, you can see, there we go, it's working. So what I did, inside, you see this folder, I'm in week 4. My code is in week 4. So I just added week 4 slash the name of the file, slash the name of the file in which it's example.py. So in case you get that error, similar error, just make sure you note the folder that you are in, then just write week 4 example.txt. That will solve all your problems. Yeah, the path works. The path works for every. Someone is asking what extensions do I use. So I have so many extensions. I have Copilot. Of course, I have Copilot. So many. I'm going to show you some of the extensions that I use. So that's how you can open files in Python. Moruri, if you are getting that error, kindly just check the spelling. That yeah, you see. Make sure that not just like mine, but make sure that you reference the correct files. Check any typo or anything. So we have done the read. So I want us to do the write. It's a quick one. Now we understand how the read works. So if we understand how the read works, the write is just as easy as ABCD. Now, for the write file, it's almost the same thing. This is the write file.py. It's just there is another file. So we have a variable file, then open the file name, but we open this in write mode, okay? This is not R, is W, write mode. We are opening random file.pdf with intentions to write. Then, of course, now data, the data inside that file is file.write. Now we have to action it, file.write. Write now is the action of writing. This one is the mode in which you are opening your file with. The intentions is to write. Now we have the write, that is the action for writing. And in that action for writing, we pass some text inside it. It's just like this. You remember the read was just like this. So for write, we can pass the content here, say hello world. This is amazing. Hello world. This is really amazing. So you can save. Actually, you see this here? We are creating a file called PDF. So I want to delete this existing one. Now, as you can see, we don't have any file called PDF. That is random file.pdf. So if I run this code, if I click run, it's going to run. Then it has created a file for me here. You see, it has created a file for me called PDF. So this write does that. If we don't have any file called PDF, it's going to write that file. It's going to create that file. Then it's going to add content inside that particular file. Okay, don't know what I pressed, my screen just dropped. Okay, here is the code for those who want to see the code. Here is the code. Here is the code. So I want us to go to the last part. That is the next topic. Oops. That is the next topic. and which it's the last, in which it's the last topic. Okay, so the last topic here is exemption handling. So once we get the definition for exemption handling, writing the code will just be as easy um, as possible. Once we get the concept of exemption handling, everything will be easy on us. So where is it again? Here we go. So what is exemption handling or exemption handling? Sometimes errors happen. So to make sure that our programs are error proof, that's when we use the exemption handling. So exemption handling is basically the art of catching errors and handling them gracefully. So we can catch errors in our programs, then handle them gracefully. So basically, all the basic structure for exemption handling is the try, except. Try, except blocks. It's the try, except block. So this is the syntax. So we use try, except block. So what does this code do? The try runs the code that might throw error. Then except catches the error, allowing you to respond without crashing. Okay? Okay. So this is how it's done. Let me show you try except. Try except. So we can use this example. So you see this piece of code, open file. You see this piece of code. The same exact piece of code is this same exact piece of code. So we try file, just opening a file in read mode. Then we try to read the data from that file. Then we print out the data. The same way we have done here. Access a file in read mode, read that file, then print the data. Same way. Now, what is the purpose of using the try except here? You know, we might be trying to access this file, and in any case possible, this file might not exist. This file might not exist. So what if this file exists? Then print out the data. What if the file does not exist, or we have some few bugs inside this piece of code? Then we use the exempt, then we pass the error message right here. Then we say maybe this format, blah, 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 blah. So I want to change this file to a meaningful file like example.txt file. So I want to open example.txt file in read mode. What if this file does not exist? We have different messages right here. We have, for example, the file not found error, file exist error, something like that. So we pass the exempt with exact error here, and our error is file not found error. So you see, we have the file not found error. So if the file is not found, then print out sorry, this, for example, file does not exist. This file does not exist. Then we have to add the finally block that will tell this is a finally block, or for example, say thank you for using this program. Okay? Okay. So we explain it again. If the file exists, print out this data. If the file doesn't exist, or we have some few bugs, throw this error, that is file does not, or file is not found, and say, sorry, we could not find your file, or we could not locate your file. Then we say, finally, thank you for using our program. So basically, this is the same as ATM. Whether you withdraw money, whether you are just checking for balance, whether you are sending, whatever activity you are doing with the ATM, so it will definitely tell you, thank you for using our ATM, welcome again, blah, blah, blah. So whether doesn't mind about the operation that you have done, the finally block will be printed out. Thank you for using this program. So basically that's how it does. We can try to run our code and you can see, sorry, this file does not exist. You see, this file does not exist, but I don't know why it's printing that. Oops. It's saying file does not exist, but we know this file exists right here. So what is the problem? Of course, again, the problem is the path. We can say week 4 slash. So if we save this file, there we go. This is nice. Thank you for using our program, and it printed out the file, the data. You saw that error, that weird error you guys we were getting, that you all guys were pasting on the chat. You see that error that you were getting. Now imagine we have handled that error right here. It said, sorry, this file does not exist. Imagine we handled that big error right here. So that's how basically all these things work. And imagine that's it for our today's session. Imagine that's it for today's session. Imagine that how short and productive. Run the program again. Let me run. Click run. Click run. And there we have it. There we have it. Yo, this is working. Blah, blah, blah. Now our code is working perfectly. Quite easy, quite easy. People are saying quite easy, quite easy. Yeah, of course it's quite easy. I told you once we create that, or once we get into that zone, concentration, then everything gets easy. So let me share my email. For those who want my email, and also for those who want the video in case you missed the video on how to use AI. For those who missed the video on how to use AI, the AI that we just created a portfolio of this website in just a minute, just less than 10 minutes. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Oh, what extensions do I use? I have so many extensions. So you guys, because I think we are running out of time, the extensions that I use, I have several. I have several extensions. I use let me show you. I have the auto rename tags extensions. I really use them once writing my HTML or anything with double tags. Of course, I have the code runner that we have been using. Uh, I'm the JS daddy, so I have so many extensions to do with React, that is ES7, or these things here. I have Excalibur. Actually, some are asking what is this Excalibur. I'm going to show you right now. Actually, that is what we are going to use. I'm actually going to show you. I don't know you guys if you have ever used GitLens. I don't know if you have ever used GitLens. So GitLens extension is this extension here. I think you can see. Let me try. So once I place my cursor anywhere, I know you can see this small text here. Use something, 4 minutes ago, dot and committed changes. That is what GitLens is. It does all this. It just tracks you and tells you what you have not done. The GitLens, this one. Of course, I do data analysis, so I have a lot of Jupyter here. Of course, live server, you guys know live server. Of course, I have prettier code formatter. This we installed in first sessions. I have several Python extensions, the Pylons, Python debugger, all those extensions, and I have the Tailwind and VS Code icons. And the one that we installed last week, that was Worker Time. Worker Time. All these extensions, guys, you have them. I've already shown you how to install these extensions. Yeah, those are the extensions that I have or that I use. Then recently I just found my new love, and in which it's the use of this AI. I just found myself a programming girlfriend, and it's this Casa AI. You guys check out this Casa AI. I'm sure you'll make it your boyfriend or your girlfriend for programming. This Casa, it's called Casa. It's another AI tool. You remember I showed you another AI tool? So this Casa, it's an AI tool. It's an AI tool. Do you see how we have VS Code? And you think VS Code is crazy. This tool is crazy. Then we have the mother of all mothers. That is the Casa. This is the Casa AI. So this is AI powered editor. Everything that you see here is just a full clone of VS Code, but it's AI powered. It's AI powered. It's AI powered. So you can just open the cursor, click this toggle AI panel, this AI pane. Then you have these AI tools here, this chatbot here. It's just like the Copilot that we use, just like the Copilot. So just go to casa.com, download this editor. It's straightforward. It's straightforward for anyone to use, but it's more powerful than our normal VS Code that we are used to. Okay, Melvin, in case I didn't reply, I'm going to get back to you. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you. Someone is asking Casa is better than PS Code. No, Casa is just it's just like AI powered. It's just like AI powered. Of course, we all love VS Code. VS Code is good. It has been serving us for the longest. So yeah. So thank you guys. Have a lovely evening. Okay, you guys have a lovely night. Tomorrow I'm going to create some time for us to have a consultation session. So in case you'll have any question, um, in case you want to join, I'll share the link. You'll just see the normal link in the LMS or in your WhatsApp groups. Yeah, it's fine, you guys. See you tomorrow. Have a lovely night and enjoy. You guys, we love you so much. And thank you again for those who joined and for everyone who joined, everyone who is sticking around. You guys, we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. And we love you so much, you guys. And keep it up. Never give up. Never give up, guys. You know, yeah, it's going as far as we are going. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy, but we are here. Actually, we are in week 4. We have done our best. We are yet to give up. Never give up. Let's not give up. We are going to we are going to make it. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely night. We love you. Someone is asking how old am I? I'm only 27, guys. I'm not that old. Sawa, nagetheka edi. I'm only 27.